The sound of shattered glass ripped through the night as Amara stumbled into Liza's apartment, her breath heavy, her heartbeat unsteady. The police lights outside painted the walls red and blue, and the air felt thick with panic. Liza's living room was a mess. Chair overturned, bag on the floor, phone smashed beside the sofa. "Where is she?" Amara's voice trembled as she grabbed the nearest officer. "Where is my friend? Where is Liza?" Detective Okafor stepped forward calmly. "Miss Amara, please. We're doing everything we can. We found signs of a struggle. We believe she left this apartment voluntarily, but in distress." Amara shook her head violently. "Liza would never just vanish. Something is wrong. Something happened to her." The detective studied her face. "Did she tell you about any problems? Any new relationship? Any secrets?" "No," Amara whispered, wiping her tears with the back of her hand. "Liza told me everything. She's my best friend." She paused, her voice breaking. "She never kept secrets from me." But as the officers continued searching the apartment, Amara felt a cold weight in her stomach, because deep down she knew Liza had been acting strange for months. Avoiding calls. Canceling plans. Changing the subject whenever her personal life came up. Amara walked toward Liza's bedroom, something pulling her there. She opened the drawer beside the bed, and froze. Inside was a navy blue envelope sealed with a gold sticker. Liza's handwriting danced across the front. "For when you need the truth." Her hands shook as she opened it. A single photograph slipped out. Liza in a simple white dress. Smiling. Standing beside a man in a courthouse. A wedding photo. What? Amara's eyes widened, her breath stuck in her throat. The groom's face was slightly blurred, but the silhouette, the jawline, she felt something familiar. Something frightening. Detective Okafor stepped beside her. "You recognize him?" No." She lied automatically, clutching the photograph. Panic twisted in her chest. She needed to see the face clearly. Needed to know. Amara ran out of the apartment, ignoring the detective's calls, drove home in a blur, and shut herself in her room. She placed the photo under her desk lamp and zoomed in with her phone. The blur sharpened slowly. The light hit the man's face. Her breath caught. Her legs gave out. Her world shattered. It was Derek. Her ex-fiancé. The man who disappeared 1 week before their wedding. The man she had spent 2 years trying to forget. No, Amara sobbed, holding her head. "Liza, why?" The memories came rushing back. Her crying all night, her unanswered calls, her depression, her confusion. Derek never gave a reason. He simply vanished. And the entire time, he had been with Liza? The betrayal burned so deep she felt physically ill. Amara didn't sleep. She sat on her bed all night, staring at the photograph. By dawn, she grabbed her car keys and drove straight to Derek's house. She didn't knock, she pounded the door hard enough to bruise her fists. The door opened. Derek stood there shocked. Older, broader, but undeniably the same man. "Amara?" His voice cracked. "What are you doing?" She slapped him so hard his head turned. "How could you?" she screamed. "How dare you? You married Liza?" "Liza? My best friend." Derek blinked rapidly, rubbing his cheek. What are you talking about?" Amara shoved the photo into his chest. "Explain this. Now." He stared at the photo and his expression shifted, shock, fear, guilt. "Amara, listen, You left me," she cried. "You left me 1 week before our wedding. No apology, no explanation, nothing. And now I find out you married my best friend?" Derek's voice lowered. "I didn't know she was your best friend." "Liar." "I didn't," he insisted. "She never told me your name. She said her best friend abandoned her years ago. She said she was alone." Amara staggered back. "Liza said what?" "She told me her closest friend left her when she needed her most." Derek swallowed hard. "She never mentioned you. Not once." "That's impossible. Liza and I were inseparable. We spoke every week." He looked at her with sadness. "Amara, she married me over 9 months before the date you and I were supposed to get married." Amara froze. Her heart hammered. "What?" She hid it. She didn't want anyone to know. He stepped aside and opened the door wider. "Come inside. There's more." Amara hesitated. Then she walked in. The house looked lived in. 2 coffee mugs, books on the table, a throw blanket she recognized as Liza's favorite color. Derek handed her a folded note. "She left this 2 nights ago. Before she disappeared." Amara unfolded it, hands trembling. "I'm sorry. For everything. He deserves the truth. You both do." There was no signature. Tears blurred her vision. Why did she write this? Why did she run? Derek sank onto the sofa. She was sick, Amara. Really sick. Amara's world tilted. What kind of sick? Heart condition. Genetic. She took medication, but the doctors said she'd need surgery soon. He pressed his palms together. She didn't want you to find out. She hated pity. She was terrified you'd treat her differently. Amara covered her mouth. Confusion. All mixing into something unbearable. So she lied? To both of us. Yes. Derek's voice cracked. But she loved you. She talked about you constantly. She said you were everything she wished she could be. Amara sat down heavily. Why didn't she just tell me the truth? Fear, Derek whispered. Shame. Illness. Guilt. She thought she'd ruined your life by falling in love with me first. Amara looked up sharply. First? What do you mean first? Derek exhaled slowly. She met me before you did. She didn't know you and I were together. And when she found out, she panicked. So she kept quiet? Yes. And when you introduced me as your boyfriend, she acted like she'd never seen me. I didn't connect the dots then. But she did. She broke everything off with me without explanation. Amara's heart twisted. The betrayal suddenly felt different. Not darker but deeper. More painful. More tangled. Then why did you leave me? She whispered. Derek closed his eyes. Because she came back. Not for me. For you. He opened a drawer and handed Amara a letter. Yellowed edges. Liza's handwriting. Amara read slowly. Derek, leave her. Don't ruin her life like mine is already ruined. She's better without you. She deserves more than this lie. Her breath caught again. Liza ruined her own life to protect her? Amara stood abruptly. We need to find her. Now. Derek nodded. I'm coming with you. They searched hospitals first. No record. Clinics next. Nothing. Old parks she loved. Restaurants they used to visit. Hours passed. Tension rose. Their frustration turned into arguments. You don't know her like I do. Well, apparently none of us knew her at all. But somewhere during the search, the anger softened into desperation. Into fear. Into love for the same woman in different ways. By evening, Amara found herself back in Liza's old childhood neighborhood. She remembered something. Liza's secret comfort place. A small seaside clinic near their secondary school. She didn't wait for Derek. She drove like her life depended on it. Derek followed in his car. When Amara ran into the clinic, a nurse recognized Liza's picture instantly. She's here, the nurse said gently. But she's weak. Amara felt her chest tighten. She hurried down the hallway, Derek behind her. Inside a dim room, Liza lay on the bed, attached to 4 lines, her skin pale, her breathing shallow. Liza? Amara whispered. Liza's eyes fluttered open. When she saw Amara, tears spilled instantly. Amara? I'm sorry. Amara rushed to her side. Why did you run? Why didn't you tell me? Why did you lie? Liza cried softly. Because I loved you too much. I didn't want you to hate me. I didn't want you to see me dying. I didn't want to ruin your life. I already ruined his. Derek stepped forward, voice shaking. You didn't ruin anything. You're my wife. I love you. Liza sobbed harder. I loved you first. I loved her more. I couldn't choose. I couldn't tell the truth. I wanted to protect both of you. Amara held her tightly. You should have told me. I would have chosen you over any man. Every time. The room filled with emotion, regret, love, broken truths finally exposed. Liza whispered, Can you forgive me? Amara kissed her forehead. Always. But don't leave us again. We're here. Both of us. Derek sat on the other side, holding Liza's hand, tears streaming. For the first time all 3 were together, raw, wounded, but honest. Outside the clinic window, waves crashed against the shore, a slow rhythm calming the storm between them. As Liza drifted into sleep, Amara stepped into the hallway, wiping her eyes. She turned to the camera narrator style and spoke softly, voice steady. If you're watching this, don't forget, secrets don't always come from betrayal. Sometimes they come from fear. Sometimes from love. And sometimes from trying to protect the people who matter most. She exhaled shakily. And before you go, subscribe, like, and drop a comment. Stories like this deserve to be shared.